Okay, we my page and see we live. Looks like we are. Let me see. It says we're live, but I don't see it on my Facebook page. So where did it go? Pages is on. Um, Looking on my page. I don't know what page is on. Oh, there we are. I see it. We're live. Okay, guys.
Perfect.
All right. Okay, guys. David Pitts Palmer here, DPP coming to you live, and I have Tanya with us tonight. And I want to tell you guys a little bit about this connection that we have. I've been looking so forward to talking to Tanya for quite some time. She's a very special person, a very dear friend of mine now. So I want to say, I cannot remember exactly when this happened, but some time ago, I think it was in 2020. Was it 2020, Tanya? When did you
I signed up? Yeah.
What month was that?
August.
Okay. So what happened? Let me tell you guys what happened. Tanya, can you introduce yourself first? Just tell me your name and where you live now. We'll take it from here.
Okay, well, I'm Tanya, of course, and I am an independent Scentsy director. And I have been with Scentsy since August of 2020. I am a stay-at-home mom. I have 10 kids, 6 who still live at home, 4 who are adults, and of course have got lives of their own now. Thank God. And we live in Mississippi. That's about it. I'm just a stay-at-home mom. Nothing special.
Okay, let me tell you what's so special about Tanya, what stands out. Back in 2020, when the pandemic was live, I mean, it was really live at that time. I was out there in all these different networking groups that I'm in. I'm in so many networking groups. And I went out there in the groups and I asked if anybody would be interested in starting Scentsy at no cost. I don't even remember which group it was. Tanya, do you remember what group it was?
You actually sent me a birthday message in April and asked me if I wanted to sign up. And you said that you'd contact me in May when you had a kid available. And I think you just maybe forgot. And then I contacted you again in April.
I don't even remember. Okay. I guess that's how that goes to show you. I talk to so many people all the time. Like, I don't even remember that. But so when Tanya raised her hand and said she wanted to start Scentsy at no cost, and I told her the things to do. I told her, number one, to make a group on Facebook and invite all her friends and family. I told her to also invite me so I can help her get started. So I remember Tanya doing all the things that I asked her to do, but that was a beginning struggle. So as she was posting the various things that I told her to post, I did a video in her group, and it was like nothing was happening at the beginning. So as she shared that with me, she said, I'm doing everything you tell me to do, but nothing's happening. But there was one thing that she had not done that stood out, and I didn't even know this. She shared her story. I said, Tanya, share your story. So she shared her story with me. Her story brought me to tears. I said, you need to share that story over in your group. And I promise you it's going to make a difference. So as we talk about that story, Tanya, can you share your story with them?
Well, we spent 17 years living in a house that was run down, falling apart. It honestly should have been condemned, but we spent 17 years there. I was on assistance to help take care of the kids. We were living paycheck to paycheck. We have no cars, so we couldn't really relocate anywhere. And we were just stuck living paycheck to paycheck.
Wow. And that, and then she also has a special need little boy.
Yes. Yep, Max.
Right. He's so sweet. And you have twins. You have twin girls, right?
Yep. I have a set of twin girls. They're 9. And then I have a teenager actually now, Tiffany, she's 13. And I have Isabella, who's 12. I have Scarlett, who is 8. And then Max just turned 7.
Oh my gosh, she's got a beautiful family. Tell them how many dogs you have.
I have 9 Dachshund Terrier mixes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they're just like my kids, We got one for every kid.
What I'm most impressed with about Tanya is that she follows my lead. Whatever I tell Tanya to do, she does it. She listens and she pays attention. And because of this, when I blessed her with this opportunity, things started to change for her. Within her first 15 days, she sold $500 in products. Her confidence started to build. Then she promoted to certified, which is the first level of promotion with Scentsy. Was it within that same month, Tanya? Was it within?
Yes, it was. Yeah, same month.
Same month. And then Scentsy also has this setup where consultants can earn various things within the first 70 days. So Tanya also hit her first 70 days sensational start level. She did that. There are not many consultants who can do this, but she did. And she also promoted to director in what, 7 months? Was it
7 months? Yeah.
Yes. She promoted to director in 7 months. And guys, let me tell you what's so incredible about all of this. She doesn't drive. She's at home. She's doing all of this at home online. Yep. I mean, isn't it incredible? I mean, and it's just mind blowing to see how many people do you have in your group right now?
Oh, I think it's like 690.
I'm talking about your team. I'm sorry, your Scentsy team.
Oh, my team. I thought you meant my Facebook group. On my team,
it's good too.
Actually, we got 3 new recruits today, so we're up to 104.
That's amazing. And how many you got in your VIP group? Okay, that's what you're talking about.
That was like 690, yeah.
That's amazing to have those connections. And I mean, it's just mind blowing. And of course, income disclosure will go down in the comments as we speak about income and things that Scentsy has done for us to change our lives. So I will, in the income disclosure, will go down below. So currently, what have you personally sold this month?
This month, I'm actually $147 away from selling $4,000.
That is mind blowing. At home, guys. She's at home. She's not driving anywhere. She's doing all of this at home. This is incredible. And this is what she's done throughout her whole Scentsy journey. And something else happened when you first joined Scentsy. Didn't you earn an incentive?
Yep, I earned level 1 incentive to Disney World.
That was at the beginning of her journey.
Yep, I earned it by December. I joined in August, so just within a few months.
And what else have you earned since you've been with Scentsy? Any other perks?
Oh gosh, I got registration to SFR. I got the $300 in product credit from the last incentive. I think that's I can think of the top of my head. I know there's been more, but that's all I can think of. I mean, there's been a lot of little bonuses, you know, like the product credit for having someone hit shooting star and things like that. I've had that quite a few times.
So can you say that Scentsy has truly changed your life and your family?
Definitely, definitely.
In what ways would you say?
More ways than one, not just financially, but it's given me the confidence that I deserve more, that I can do better, you know. Just confidence, I think, and being able to believe in myself.
Absolutely, because at the beginning, I always tried to encourage my team members to go live and do selfies, and Tanya didn't want to do that. She was one of my team members who did not want to go live. Nope. And she's gained this confidence. I mean, as a matter of fact, she just graduated from a program that we have. It's called Rise to Success. She is a graduate of Rise to Success. And what is your take about that program, Tanya?
It was amazing. It really opened my eyes to a lot of things. Wow, gosh, there's so much. I could go on forever. It taught me different ways to talk to people, you know, different ways to just see the business. And it really gave me that confidence to just go out there and do it. You know, take that leap. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, absolutely. And then those people who were in the class, your classmates, you have these new connections now.
Yeah.
You don't have this forever bond.
Yep.
The collaboration and completing the assignments, it wasn't hard at all. It was things that you were probably doing already, but you were able to fine tune what you were doing already.
Exactly.
Yes. I've noticed a change in Tanya. I see her doing things that she never thought she could do. And I'm just so grateful that I could be a part of blessing her so that she and her family could see a change. Because something else you left out, Tanya, about you relocated. Since you
yeah. We bought our very first home in Mississippi, and we did finally get out of that house and went from Florida to Mississippi. So that's huge. And I think Scentsy to that, I would have probably still been stuck there if I wasn't doing Scentsy. I know I would be, because not only did it help, like I said, financially, but it helped give me that motivation to change my life.
Absolutely. I remember something you shared in the Rise to Success about the struggle that you had, even going live in the place where you were. You remember, you recall talking about that and why you
Yeah.
did?
Oh, there's so many different reasons. I mean, it was my self-image, worrying about my dark circles and my dental problems. It was worrying about the kids. Would they interrupt the live? Would they yell? They scream? They fight? Would the dog start barking? Things like that just always made me just say, no, I can't do it. I would have to make that moment just perfect before I would go live. And I just never could find that perfect moment, because usually my house is loud. So I just avoided it.
And it was something else you said that prevented you from doing it, because it was something about that house.
Oh, the other house. Yeah, at the old
Right.
house, I was fearful of going live because I was afraid that if my camera went one way or the other, that people would just see something that I didn't want them to see, because that house, like I said, it was falling apart. It was disgusting. It really was. And I was ashamed of where I lived, and I didn't want anybody to see that.
And look at you now. She's a living testimony. She's a living testimony. And I tell her all the time that I see so much of me in her, because I think about how I grew up and how we didn't have anything. I remember the house she described is the house I grew up in. The house should have been condemned. And but that's all we knew. And now look at where we are with Scentsy. Look at how it's truly blessed the both of us, right?
Yeah, it has.
And
It has a lot.
yes, and for me to see you become this beautiful leader. And I always say, don't overthink something. Just do it. Just do it. And that's what you've been doing. You've just been doing it now. You're leading
Yeah.
from the front. You have a team of over 100 people, and they look up to you. And even not just your team, but people who are not on your team directly, your extended Scentsy family, they look up to you.
Yeah. I'm constantly having people not even on our team at all just messaging me asking for help. I had a lady that asked me just yesterday, how do I create a party? Because she just signed up and her upline isn't there for her. So I'm willing to help whoever I can.
That's a mess. That's a blessing, because what you're doing, you're paying it forward.
Yeah.
Because here we are. That's what I do. I pay it forward all the time, because this business has truly been a blessing to me. And that's what you're doing. In turn, you're paying it forward. And that's what you're teaching your team members to do, the same thing, to pay it forward. And this is truly a blessing. And we are all so blessed to have you, Tanya. You just don't know. So many people look up to you. So it was something that you said to another consultant, and it stays here with me. When this particular consultant had a lot of kids, it was something you said. Do you remember what you said about that?
Oh, yeah. If she said that she didn't have time because she had kids and she didn't know if she could do this. And I said, don't let the kids be your excuse not to. Let the kids be your reason why you continue to do it. Let them be your motivation and your inspiration.
Absolutely. Right. That stood out to me, because you're an excuse buster.
Yeah.
You can have a lot of reasons why you cannot do certain things, but you do not allow that to get in your way.
Exactly. Because I know my kids are watching all the time, and I want them to learn from me. So I want to only just set that good example.
Exactly. And you bring your kids into how active are your kids, and how do they enjoy Scentsy?
Oh my gosh, they love Scentsy. Every Scentsy buddy that comes out, they have to have it. Max joined me in my live today, and he read every one of the car bars and the Scentsy Fresh that I got in my package today. And keep in mind, Max is autistic, and he's taught himself how to read. And to sit there and watch him just read all of the Scentsy, it just filled my heart with so much joy. I love bringing him into the live. I think I'm going to do it more often.
We love Max. We love him. And I love how you bring your kids into the business. I see the kids, when you're opening packages, how they light up and they get excited. Yeah. And the girls, what is it about Scentsy that the girls really enjoy?
Oh gosh, everything. They love everything. I think the fragrance, you know, for them, the Scentsy buddies again, they love the Scentsy buddies, but they enjoy the fragrance too.
And I say something else about Tanya. She is the fragrance flower expert. Do you have one near you somewhere? I mean, she has
Yeah,
capitalized on, I forgot to tell her to bring that on board. She has capitalized on perfecting coloring the fragrance flowers. I've actually seen her do patterns using the fragrance flower. Where she would, can you kind of give them an idea about what you do with those
yeah. Give
fragrance
me one
flowers?
second. I'll grab one.
It's pretty unique. I mean, what I've seen her do with those fragrance flowers, like, oh my goodness. I mean, it's like, oh, I need to create this album with these fragrance flowers.
I got a couple actually. This is a more recent one that I've done. I don't know if you can see that one there.
That's pretty.
That one's got purple and like a, I don't know, like a teal and a purple, and then the orange. And this one.
Those are pretty. So what did the inspiration come from behind those flowers?
Usually I just look things up on Google. I mean, I love art. That's my other passion is art. So I just like look up color schemes and I find one that inspires me and I go for it.
That's amazing. I noticed that when you post it on Facebook, like, oh my goodness, you do like day 1, day 2, day 3, and to see the change in those flowers, they're really, really outstanding. You do an amazing job with that. So before we close, and I'm just so grateful, and I'm thank you for, first of all, for coming on board to do this. But let me ask you this one question: what is your favorite fragrance?
Oh gosh. Do I have to pick one?
Okay, 2.
Okay. Right now I'd have to say Clothesline and Magnolia Linen. Those are my top 2 favorites.
And what is your favorite Scentsy product?
The flowers, without a doubt, the fragrance flowers.
Yes, okay. And I guess with the kids, what would you say? Well, you said the buddies. That's their favorite.
Yeah, they love the buddies.
They love the buddies. Yeah. So what do you see yourself in the future with Scentsy?
Oh, I'm going all the way to the top. I am going all the way to the top, and I'm not stopping till I get there. I don't care how long it takes me to get there. I am going to the top.
Yes.
Since we've moved in the house, my husband's making all of these plans on the things that he wants to do, you know, and I'm like, well, we're going to need money, so I need to get to the top to make this happen. That's what I'm doing.
Yes, you're going to continue to rise to success. Exactly. Yep. That is like so outstanding. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to meet you. So I haven't met Tanya. I haven't met her yet. I cannot wait to meet her. But her story is so amazing. It is so heartfelt. I mean, her story has brought me to tears so many times. And I said, Tanya, I've got to do you. I got to interview you. I got to allow you to share your story. I don't think she would have done this last year, guys. So I think this is the right time.
I need a little time to grow, I think.
She's come a mighty long way, so I'm so proud of her. My goodness, I feel like her mama bear over here just being really proud of her child. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And Tanya, you did an amazing job. I'm super proud of you. And she's a director, but the next level will be star director, then there's superstar director. She's not going to stop until she gets there.
Nope.
Okay, guys, have a great night. Thank you for joining us. Take care.
Bye.
Goodbye.